Hey traders, Bearable Trading here. Just doing this quick video on the cryptocurrencies as we're potentially entering some price levels and some price actions where we may get some trades. We can see from the chart on Bitcoin, the last trade we had was those ones over Christmas. We had one subsequent trade in Litecoin where we got some profit. No other trades in these other currencies since the Christmas trades. And at the moment, I am still in a sell the rallies mode for all of these currencies. That won't change. If we look at the Bitcoin chart, that won't change unless we get up to this orange line, which is currently at about 43,100. That line is dynamic and can change. But as of this moment, that's where we are. And if Bitcoin pulls, if we get a short signal, so we get a pullback from here, which is whether that's today, tomorrow, the next day, however long we hang out, then I would be looking for a short trade, and the target for that trade will be around about 34,000. Again, that's dynamic, and the stop will be the high of the trigger bar. So if today suddenly pulled all the way back, down to here, I wouldn't take that trade because the stop, this would then be, today would then be the trigger bar, and the stop would be at the high of today, whilst the target would be at 34,000. Okay, so this would be the entry. If today pulls all the way back, this would be the entry. Here's the target, and there's your stop. Now, I don't get fixated on risk, the archetypal risk reward that seems to be regurgitated as trading law, because to me, risk reward should be measured on your completed trades as a metric for how successful your trading method is, and also how successful you are at executing it. So when this signal appears and I take the trade, and let's say it's got an initial risk reward, by standard metrics of 2 to 1. The target is constantly changing. So by the time the trade finished, you could have finished at 3 to 1 or 4 to 1. That's what gets measured, for me, not what the initial risk reward on the trade setup is. Okay, so if Bitcoin was to rally today, tomorrow, whenever, up to this orange line before a short signal was triggered, if it rallies up to this orange line, then my mode switches to a buy the retracement. Okay, so it would have to rally up to here, then at some point there would be a retracement. That would then be the trigger bar, the signal bar, and then I would be looking for a long position at that time. Okay, so basic recap: at the moment, no trade signals on any of these. Still, the next potential trade is potentially a short trade. If Bitcoin rallies to this orange bar, the next trade would potentially be a long trade. Okay, so we're just waiting for the market to tell us which way we're going to go. From a more longer term time frame, potentially I will have a weekly signal to buy Bitcoin. And those don't come around very often, so it's certainly worth noting should that occur. It hasn't happened yet. It all depends on the price action over the next day or so, but that's just something that is quite interesting. Full disclosure, I have added some Bitcoin down here. I did add some Ethereum, and I actually started to get back into a position in Solana around about the 95 level, which was over here. Okay, and that's something that again, that's not a trade, that's more from an investment perspective. So that's where we're at. In the meantime, I'll come back and update these trade signals as and when they occur. In the meantime, good luck, trade well.